Good morning. Calendar week 34, if you would credit it. Eat one, keep two. Some weeks I don't get as much time in the garden as other weeks. This has been a week in the garden sort of a week. My Monday morning memory of it, though, is that I was stuck inside all day, every day. I did spend most of the weekend in the kitchen, and I did manage to get on with some reading, and these being my most recent memories are also the most dominant. It's good to be getting in the kitchen, of course. The art of staying alive all winter does have a lot to do with having saved up enough edibles to make it less arduous, and that process starts now. The monarchs of the soft fruits this year have been the gooseberries, and the aronia berries. With the gooseberries, I just did a whole tray of jams, but with the aronias have given me the chance to try some other stuff. So we have aronia berry syrup, tastes rather a lot like Ribena, aronia berry fruit leather, thank you for the suggestion from my favourite Murican. It didn't turn out quite as vulcanised as one might find in the local WallMart, but it's looking good in a jar on a shelf somewhere now. I've made aronia jelly and aronia jam. Oh, and aronia might be the German name for them. I think they're called chokeberries in English. They're definitely not my all-time best berry to eat straight from the bush, but that does seem a little extreme. I've made the first 4 or 5 pots of tomatoes, and although these might well go to the participants of the collapse slab rather down the gullet of a winter pirate, but there will be many more of these to come. And going backwards through my memories of the week, I did spend quite a lot of time cleaning and sterilising jars. Quite an important step, and definitely one of the first ones to do. I'm getting back into the habit of almost daily bread making, and will be carrying that on for the next couple of weeks, I expect. We do try to tax the brain and body a little at the lab, in a good way that allows us to access the impossible parts of the brain, and that needs carbs. Do you ever get an earworm of an entirely random word or phrase, meaninglessly trapped, bouncing around the old grey matter until it loses all sense of language or meaning? I had one of those this week while picking the aronias, seeing as we're talking about that today. I now have no idea at all how we refer to that portable aluminium stairway that we carry around with us in order to access things taller than ourselves. What do you say? What do normal people say? Is it just ladders? That seems likely, but I have trapped in my head now both set of ladders and pair of ladders, and I can now no longer tell if that is some antiquated affectation or actually what people say. The internet is being of no use to me on this one, but I am getting a lot of ladder-related adverts all of a sudden, so that's a nice change from the usual blanket marketing from pig and horse food manufacturers that I'm used to. Your assistance in the comments would be most helpful. I strongly suspect there is some old-fashioned Brummy construction that I'm half remembering. Are ladders the sort of thing that have local dialect words? Anyway, I was trying to erect some sort of wise gardening as wisdom faux aphorism against low-hanging fruit, which failed in both architecture and construction. There is a crappy philosophy of business for gullible morons book title in there somewhere, but I couldn't quite find it. Perhaps you can complete it for me. I'll do the idea, you do the title, and ChatGPT can do the rest. Quids ahoy! It has cooled down a bunch today. I was hoping to report this coming week the first of the hot showers at the barracks. Let's see how that turns out. Otherwise, this is going to be the busiest week of the year as people start to arrive for the lab. It will get beaten by next week, of course, but people are starting to slide through the gate and it's going to be a fun one. I will be mostly found in the kitchen. Which reminds me, I didn't tell you about the rest of the non-kitchen activities I got up to this week. It was mostly weeding, no biggie. Love you all and see you next time. Your loving pirate Ben. XO. Go and give someone a hug, and for blooming sake, be nice to each other.